And they are off. So here we go. We have Lord English SSBM2. Ooh, I do not know why my box here is not looking correct, or the layout. Regardless, we start out with e5. E4, e5, nf3, bishop comes out, and the knight takes the pawn on e5. Boy, I do not know why it's looking like this. Let me refresh real quick and see if that'll fix the issue. It does not. Very cool. Very cool, chess.com. Sure do love when you goof things up here. This was working just fine, and now it's not. I sure do love it. Black looking to make a move here. Oh, I see probably part of the reason why. Let me see if I can switch sides here, because white should be on the bottom. Let's, how do I flip the board here? Here we go, like this. That should help a little bit. It's not helping at all. So black brings out the bishop out to d6. Sorry, I am trying to fix the stream here. I have no idea why it's acting so goofy. It's just not wanting to cooperate in any sense of the word. All right, so the bishop does take there, the queen takes back, and now the king is in trouble. Probably the best move here is just to move the king over to this square. Sorry for the issues with the board, folks. I am trying my best to get this done at the same time as commentating. Brings the knight over instead to cover, which is an okay move. Fix the evaluation bar. I am trying my best. Hopefully that looks a little bit better. The evaluation bar isn't even... Oh, that's the problem. That's the problem. That's the problem. I figured it out. Okay, we should be looking a little better now. I'll fix the last problems we have here. Yeah, that's good play there by Lord English, identifying, bringing the queen over. Now attacking this rook. The rook pretty much has to move over in order to basically not be taken by the queen here. Otherwise, it's just a free take. Yeah, that's a free take. And the king is in a lot of trouble. He instead opts to take with the pawn, which is fine. You know, now, again, taking here with the queen is the optimal play. And then after the king moves, either trading off the queen or retreating would be his best option. And there is the take of the rook. It's not looking good for black here. Black is going to have to move its king ideally to d7. There is the best move. computer says that the best move here is just to trade off the queen. And he does so. That is the best move. And now you have to take back with the king. And then probably the best move is bringing the bishop over to g5. He doesn't take the queen. Why? Why didn't you take the queen back? And now I don't know. I honestly don't know. Bringing the knight out is a fine move. Yeah, this is just kind of this is very, very bad for black. Very bad. The highest level chess players in these games so far would be Dr. Alice, who was in chat, Lord English, who is in the game right now, and Ty Kevin 83 in Group D, who he will be facing your boy JV5 guy soon, Squeechu. Bring the bishop over to e6. Immediately, white bringing his bishop out. Ideas to move it over here to f3. And this is now so solidly winning for white. This is actually a mate in 7 from here. Bringing the bishop to f4 is actually the best play. Can't exactly take back because the queen can just come over here. He does bring the bishop over to f3, however, which is a fine move. You know, playing it safe is the best option, most likely. The best move here is actually bringing the king over. This is a mate in 2. Bishop here can just take. The king cannot take back. So it would be bishop. Bishop takes here. He does take the rook, however. Putting the king again in check. King has 2 options, either to d7 or d6. He takes d6. Queen to d8 is optimal here, forcing the bishop to cover. He does check here with the bishop. The king again is allowed to escape either to one of these squares. It's still a mate in 7, whichever square he decides to move to. This is a forced move. So here, taking with the knight on this square here would have been best, because if the bishop takes back, you just take back here. Again, this is probably a fine position. Again, need to make sure that you don't blunder, so do not take the knight there. Probably best just to, yep, and there's the check from the knight. The king moves over to d7. Again, probably best to take with the knight on c7. Actually, kind of a computer move. He actually does it. King cannot take back here. He might take with that. Yep, there it is. And then, yep, the queen here, covered by the bishop. Beautiful, beautiful move here from Lord English. Bishop to d6 or c6. Queen to c8 is a fine move too. This is a mate in 3. King is forced down to e7. Queen should go to c7 to check again. b7 would also work. It would be a move longer here. I actually wasn't paying any attention to this bishop, so that would yeah, that is not a computer move, but nice play regardless. So the king probably will go in any move that he goes is going to be mate in 2 here, unless he makes something that's mate in 1. Queen to e5 would be best here. Instead, he goes b6. It's still mate in 2. King again is forced to move in this position. Queen should go to d6 here, covered by the bishop. King would be forced to e8. In which case, just to take a look here. Actually, I'll wait because The moves here will take a little bit. Definitely bring this over here. Yep. And this should be mate in 1. And either queen to e7 or bishop to c6. Bishop to c6 here. Either of those would be mate. I don't know. Again, mate in 1 here. He's got a few different options. Taking here would actually be mate. Going here would be mate. Queen to e7 would be mate. And he does take swallowing every single piece on the board. Congratulations to Lord English taking the win over Adrian, ad129 in commanding fashion. Wow.